بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Good evening all leaders. مساء الخير جميعا ضيوفا وأعضاء في ديوانية القسم Q. منذ بدأت هذه الأزمة ونحن نسعى لأن نوفر العديد من الحلول لأعضائنا، وهي فرصة عظيمة جدا لنلتقي مع القادة. لن أحرق عليكم لقاء اليوم، لكني سأبدأ بهذه المقدمة وأقول كل عام وأنتم بخير ورمضان عليكم مبارك. I will not introduce, I will not start anything, just I will say that Ramadan Mubarak, God bless you, and inshallah this Ramadan will have, everything will be better than before, and I will let the stage, the virtual stage, for one or two leaders in Division Q Division Q clubs. They are really amazing leaders. I saw them before maybe less than 1 year, but we know when you see a leader you feel their energy. سأجعل اللقاء الآن أو المنصة الافتراضية إلى اثنين من القادة الرائعين في القسم كيو الذين حين تراهم تشعر القيادة لديهم. One of them is Toastmaster Khalid A'raj. Toastmaster Khalid A'raj will moderate this session, this panel discussion. هو software engineering junior standing in KFUBM، طالب في هندسة نظم الظاهر في جامعة الملك فهد للبترول والمعادن. انضم للتوستماستر منذ سنة. He joined Toastmaster before 1 year after he joined Okada Spirit Club Area 71 Division Q. بعد انضم إلى نادي عكاظ سبيريت في منطقة 71 في القسم كيو، وكذلك هو ابن أحد أبطال القسم كيو والقطاع. أبوه توستماستر ماجد أعرج هو بطل الخطب الارتجالية للعام في قطاع 79 للعام 2019-2020 and he's son of one of champion tabletop Arabic contest and last year DTM Dr. Majid A'raj. And they will supporting the supporter, the translator, the one you know, who is, because you heard her name before, she is Toastmaster Amal Al-Sadoun. Today she will be translating from English to Arabic, and she is either in Okada Spirit Club. By the way, she is the contest chair for English contest in Division Q، وكذلك سيكون معاون له التوستماستر أمل السعدون وهي رئيسة المسابقات الإنجليزية في القسم كيو. أشكر الجميع الذين حضروا، وكذلك أحيي بطل القطاع DTM عادل جهيمان، وأحيي الجميع في هذا اللقاء. وبإذن الله نبدأ الآن. أول the Toastmaster Khalid A'raj. He will start.
Thank you a lot, Toastmaster Turki Al-Harat. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and our guests, and welcome to Friday virtual meeting with 4 distinguished divisions directors. Ramadan Mubarak, and I hope every one of you would be safe and sound. First of all, I will give you a general brief description about Division Q. Division Q has 3 areas and 11 clubs for both Arabic and English languages. The goal of Division Q is to reach the highest point for its clubs, which is the distinguish the clubs, and make its members collect most possible points and harvest the biggest number of awards. Tonight, we have 4 distinguished divisions directors from District 79, which serves the central, eastern, and northern area of Saudi Arabia. The divisions alphabetically are Division F, and its director, Toastmaster Zia Rahman Siddiqui. Good evening, DTM Zia Rahman Siddiqui. Division J and its director, DTM Venkat Ringamanar. Good evening, DTM Venkat. Division N and its director, DTM Shamsuri bin Muhammad, and hopefully he will be soon here. And lastly, Division O and its director, DTM Muhammad Ashik Nazir. Good evening, Toastmaster, or distinguished Toastmaster Ashik Nazir. We have also a special member here, Toastmaster Amal Sadoun. She will be the translator of this meeting. Thank you, Toastmaster Amal, for your great efforts for this virtual meeting. First of all, I will ask each director to give us a brief description about himself. Again, I will start alphabetically with Division F Director, DTM Zia Rahman Siddiqui. Good evening, DTM Zia Rahman Siddiqui.
Thank you, Toastmaster Khalid.
You're welcome.
Good evening and Assalamu alaikum,
Assalamu rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Division Directors and fellow Toastmasters.
Thank you.
It's really an honor to be
Yes.
here with you all.
Thank you. Toastmaster Zia Rahman, could you please tell us about yourself within 5 minutes?
Sure. Ever since I have come into my senses, I myself and people know me with the name Ziaur Rahman Siddiqui. Born and brought up in Mumbai, India, a science graduate, and I'm working in logistics now. I'm working in Saudi Arabia since last more than 2 decades. I came across few Toastmasters who invited me to their club meetings as guests, but couldn't convince me enough to join any club. But lately in 2012, when Urdu Toastmasters Club came into existence, Urdu language and poetry being my passion, I decided to join Toastmasters fraternity. 1st May is a marvelous date for me, as I got married on 1st May and I joined Toastmasters, Urdu Toastmasters Club as well on the same day. Although chronologically the years were different, I became a member of this magnificent fraternity of Toastmasters on May 1st, 2013. After joining, I held the offices of VP Membership, VP Education, and President of Urdu Toastmasters Club, each of them for 2 consecutive terms respectively. I served as the Area 25 Director during the program year 2017 and 18, and currently serving as Division F Director for the program year 2019 and 20. During program year 2016, first got a chance to chair the contest of Area 25. And then in the same year, I had an opportunity to be the Division F Conference Chair. Have completed my ACG and as of now, striving to propagate further up to the pinnacle of TMI educational program, just 1 step ahead to become a DTM. In the course of self-development, I mentored and coached a few of fellow Toastmasters and clubs and made several friends during this beautiful journey. Those friends are still enlightening my path and inspiring me to keep marching ahead. I earned a lot and learned a lot from Toastmasters. Thank you to the Toastmaster fraternity and my friends. Back to you, Mr. Khalid.
Thank you a lot, Toastmaster, or DTM, Toastmaster Zia Rahman. What a great achievement that you did it. Before I would move to the next DTM, I would like to ask Toastmaster Amal to translate these words to Arabic. Toastmaster Amal, do you hear me?
Yes, I do hear you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. The stage is yours.
Thank you. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. كل عام وأنتم بخير. رمضان مبارك عليكم جميعا. في المقدمة رحب التوست ماستر خالد الأعرج بالضيوف والأعضاء جميعا. وكما بين فنحن في اليوم نتكلم عن مجموعة من مع القادة الأقسام. لدينا اليوم 4 ضيوف وجميعهم مدراء لأقسام مختلفة. حلوا ضيوفا على القسم Q الذي تندرج تحته 3 مناطق، وهذه 3 مناطق تندرج تحتها 11 ناديا، وجميع الأقسام التي سوف تتكلم اليوم تندرج تحت قطاع 79. وسيبدأ بالتعريف بالمدراء الأقسام على حسب الترتيب الأبجدي لهم. في البداية طلب توست ماستر خالد أعرج من التوست ماستر رحمة صديقي بأن يعطي مقدمة عن نفسه، وقال متحدثا أنه ولد في بومبي الهند، ودرس العلوم ويعمل في المملكة العربية السعودية منذ عقدين، وقد حضر العديد من الاجتماعات للتوست ماستر، ولكنه لم يجد القبول ولم يجد ما يشده للحضور أو ليصبح أحد أعضاء التوست ماستر، إلى أن في العام 2012 تم إنشاء أول نادي لغة الأوردو، وكان ما قد لفت انتباه وشده لأن كانت لغة الأوردو محل اهتمامه شخصيا. وفي يوم مميز في حياته الشخصية جدا كما ذكر، الأول من ماي، فقد كان زواجه، الله يتمم له على خير، وأيضا كان هو اليوم الذي التحق فيه للتوست ماستر كعضو داعم. ومنذ تلك السنة والإنجازات تتوالى عاما بعد عام، طور نفسه فيه كثيرا، وأخذ العديد من الأدوار الرسمية، والتقى فيها بالعديد من الأصدقاء، وكون صداقات أبدية لا زالت حتى يومه الحالي، وهو سعيد جدا لهذه التطورات على صعيد الحياة الشخصية والمهنية وكل ما قدمه لتوست ماستر. شكرا.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amar, for your translation. And a small correction, I am presenting directors according to their division letter alphabetically, not their name.
Okay. Sorry. سوف يتم تقديم مدراء الأقسام على حسب أبجدية الأقسام وليس حسب أبجدية الأسماء. شكرا لك.
That's it. Thank you a lot, Toastmaster Amal. And now let's move to Division J Director, DTM Venkat Ringamanar. DTM Venkat, do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you, Khalid, very much. Thank you. Thanks a lot
for
giving this great opportunity. First of all, I would like to split my introduction into 2 parts. That is before Toastmasters in my life and after Toastmasters in my life, because that is the right way to give my introduction. Basically, I'm an electrical and electronics engineer by profession. Last 30 years, I've been working in industry in the field of power electronics. In Saudi Arabia, I am living for the last 22 years. And as a part of my profession, 15 years I was working on core technical field. And last 15 years, I'm working on sales and marketing and general management. Therefore, I always feel speaking to an audience or making a technical presentation is a cakewalk for me, because I've been always involved in technical presentations quite a lot. Then Toastmasters, how it touched our life is, in the year 2014, my wife, first of all, got engaged with the language club, that is Tamil Toastmasters Club. That at that time, I was not at all aware of what is Toastmasters, what is it doing, and what is in a ABCD of Toastmasters, I don't know. But my wife, Toastmaster Uma Venkat, who is a present area director, Area 32 director, she used to be very active. She used to not keep quiet. And somehow she was trying to engage us because she was the VP PR. And then she engaged me in an activity to publish a e-magazine. Because since I was technically good in publisher, she had used me to publish the e-magazine. Then that was a little bit interesting for me. What is this Toastmasters doing? Then what happened? We had a great leader called DTM GT Rajan. He's a mentor's mentor. No, he's one of the best Toastmasters, and he's been a teacher teaching students on mathematics. Therefore, two of my sons were with him to learn mathematics. Then he got them engaged in the youth leadership program. That was in the year 2016. Then once these two guys went to the youth leadership program, they were average speakers. They used to be shy. Then I don't know what was happening for the 8 weeks. Then they invited me for the grand finale. Then I went to the grand finale, and then I was really shocked and surprised to see both of my sons became the champions. I don't know what was the drastic transformation this Toastmasters has brought. Then I was very curious. What is this Toastmasters is doing? How it can make a step change in individuals. Therefore, I got very curious, and then I got engaged. I was very curious to pursue what exactly this organization is all about. Then in 2016, that is how I got engaged into the Toastmasters. Then first thing, I was always thinking that I'm a very good communicator. I can talk for an hour or two easily. But what I learned after coming to Toastmasters is the effective communication. How effective you can do communication within 5 minutes. This is the skill what Toastmaster is teaching, because you need skills to be an effective communicator. Then it was very curious and very interesting for me, that I want to go deep into the Toastmasters. Then I was really enjoying every once in 15 days, every 2 weeks was a real enjoyment. I used to really enjoy. Initially, I was keeping a very open mind. I used to go to the meetings, really enjoy the proceedings, what is happening, the positive environment, the positive feedbacks, interaction with the people. This is really motivating me, to get engaged more and more. Then that has induced me to take up leading roles in Toastmasters. That is how I started as a club secretary. Then I became the club president. Then for Division J, we formed a strategy, 2-year strategy, how we should transform Division J from the present status to a different level. Therefore, we formed with the leaders of Division J. And then I got the opportunity to become the Division J director in the program year 1920. I was democratically elected by voting. Then I took this responsibility and carried on now. And presently, I am really enjoying the present term, even though there are very big challenges there. Division J is one of the division. Out of 14 clubs, we have almost 13 clubs doing online meetings. Therefore, because corporate clubs, they are unable to do the online meeting because of some limitations. Otherwise, most of the clubs, we have been engaged in online, and we are continuing the Toastmasters journey. Therefore, the Toastmasters has brought a transformation within me to be an effective communicator and be more positive. Actually, you have a positive environment around you when you engage with Toastmasters. Today also, you see such a positive feeling is there when you see all the people, even after 9:30, they are coming and engaging. They are coming to this panel discussion. I'm very much excited to be part of this team. That is how my journey is continuing. I think I've reached the 5 minutes time now. Back to the moderator.
Thank you a lot, Toastmaster Venkat, and what a great efforts. And you're lucky because of you having such a great wife and great children. All right, and back to Toastmaster Amal to translate Toastmaster DTM Venkat introduction. Toastmaster Amal.
Sure, I'm here. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So Toastmaster Ringamanar, he's an engineer. He worked in Saudi Arabia for 22 years. For 15 years, he worked in technology. And for the last years, he shifted to marketing. عفوا أنا تكلمت بالإنجليزي يعني ما أدري المعذرة.
فاهمين عليكي كملي.
أنا برجع أعيد كل اللي المشكلة أنا كاتبتها بالعربي بس الترجمة صارت إذا مجددا نعود إليكم.
I think the language interpreter is faster than a computer. She can really grabbed all my sentences. I really appreciate it.
يعمل كمهندس في المملكة العربية السعودية لمدة 22 سنة. 15 سنة الأولى كان يعمل في مجال التكنولوجيا، والسنوات الأخيرة حول مجاله العملي إلى التسويق. لطالما كان يتعامل مع الجمهور بسهولة جدا في مجاله التكنولوجي، ولم يكن يواجه أي صعوبات للتحدث بطلاقة تامة، إلى أن كانت هناك صديقة لزوجته أصرت أن يحضروا الاجتماعات للتوست ماستر للغات مختلفة، وبعد إصرار منها ولجودة الكتابة للتوست ماستر إنجمار طلبت منه نشر أحد مقالات في مجلة القسم إي، وكان مرحبا. وبعد ذلك حضر العديد من الاجتماعات، وكان الفضل للتوست ماستر رجا، كان معلم وموجه في التوست ماستر، وحدث ذلك في العام 2016 حيث كان هو معلم لأبنائه لمادة الرياضيات، وحيث أن أبنائه الاثنان كانوا يخشون ويخافون ويهابون التحدث للجمهور للعامة، إلا أنه بعد عدة شهور بعد أن التقى بأبنائه وجدهم يتحدثون بلا هيبة وبلا رهبة وبكل ثقة أمام الجمهور، مما زاد الفضول لديه ليعرف أكثر عن التوست ماستر وما يحدث في عالم التوست ماستر. وكان في ظنه أنه يستطيع التحدث لمدة ساعة بدون توقف وبكل أريحية، إلى أن اكتشف في عالم التوست ماستر أن الحديث ليس بالمدة، وإنما بما هو بجودة الحديث المقدم للجمهور وما يستطيعون الاستفادة منه. فبعد العديد من الاجتماعات وأخذ العديد من الأدوار في هذه الاجتماعات، وأخذ أدوار فعلية في الأندية، عمل كسكرتير في النادي وأيضا مديرا للنادي، إلى أن وصل حاليا إلى مدير القسم جي، إلى أن يقول أنه حاليا يستمتع كثيرا في خوضه لهذه المهمة، إلا أنه في الوقت الحالي يجد الكثير من الصعوبات في مواجهة الجائحة الحالية وتحول الاجتماعات إلى اجتماعات افتراضية، لكنها تبعث الكثير من الطاقة الإيجابية وتبعث الكثير من الروح الإيجابية. وخاتما يقول بأن توست ماستر أثر على حياته ونفسه، بأن جعل حديثه ليس مجرد حديثا عابر، إنما حديثا ذو أهداف. وشكرا لكم، شكرا توست ماستر إنجمار.
Thank you a lot, Toastmaster Amal, for your efforts. And now, moving to Division A Director, Toastmaster Shamsuri bin Muhammad. I'm sorry, DTM Shamsuri bin Muhammad. DTM Shamsuri, could you please raise your voice and talk? DTM Shamsuri,
hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening.
First of all, thank you so much for having me here.
You're welcome.
And after listening to DTM Venkat's introduction, I hope that Mr. Toastmaster Amal could describe or repeat all that introduction properly, because I hope my introduction also will be repeated or will be explained properly, so that it will not be wrong information sent to the members. But anyway, very nice to see you all from Riyadh. I really enjoy listening to the first two speakers. A very lengthy introduction. Well, I'm not, for the point of correction, I'm not DTM. I'm still Toastmaster. I'm under my journey to become DTM. And I joined Toastmaster in 2008. Was in Al Khobar. My first club is Sahara Toastmaster. And I know I got a lot of good memories, and I know a lot of Toastmasters from Eastern Province when I started in 2008, like Toastmaster DTM Gafur, who's here with us tonight, and few more great leaders, Toastmaster Azhar Farouk, Omar Farouk, and many, many more. Abdul Razak Turki, and I can name it so many, my mentors at that time. When I started joining, it was a bit, I was struggle, I would say, because I was the only Malaysian and I didn't know many people at that time. I don't have many friends who would support me in my journey in Toastmaster at the beginning. But after a while, then after I got to know them, then they become my family. And I really thank Toastmasters for helping me to build my confidence and to meet beautiful, beautiful leaders and friends along the journey. And I was struggling, as I said earlier at the beginning, even until I was about to give up Toastmasters. I was like, I stopped going because there's some, in Toastmasters, a lot of politics, a lot of issues going on among the members, among the ESCOM and all these things. And then one day I felt very frustrated. And I decided, I don't want to be involved with all these things. I want to stop. I just want to rest at home. And I told my wife, and she was very happy and said, yeah, very good. So that we can spend more time rather than you spend so much time in Toastmasters. And well, I stopped for going to join Toastmasters meeting like maybe 3-4 weeks. And then my mentor, Dr. Sheikh Shakil Anjum, one day called me. And I really like to say thank you to Dr. DTM Sheikh Shakil Anjum, and maybe some of you know him. He called me and just say, hi, how are you? How are you doing? Are you okay? And he's really care. He talked to me like a friend, like a brother. It's not like pushing me to come to join Toastmasters back, but like more on to know about if anything okay with me. That's really like the turning point where I said, wow, I need to join back Toastmasters, because this is something that really I did not expect that somebody would call me and to bring me back to Toastmaster. But well, if you have a great mentors and good friends in your club, that is how they will push you or will take you back to the right path. So that was a turning point. Then after that, I never looked back. I moved on. I was a president of Sahara, and before I left Khobar or Dammam in 2012. And then after I left Khobar and I moved to Riyadh, then I joined Arabian Stallion. One of I would say, like, if Sahara is my mother's club, Arabian Stallion is my father's club. And I was with Sahara, and I was the president of Sahara. With Arabian Stallion, and I became the president of Arabian Stallion. And in Arabian Stallion in Riyadh, it's a little bit a different combination because of to me, Riyadh is more dynamic. I don't know how, but the clubs and the members at that time was 2012. I really enjoyed the camaraderie and the members of Arabian Stallion at the time. The club of Arabian Stallion, at that time, was a corporate club. Corporate club, mostly, as I think you all agree, who have got experience, corporate club is not easy to maintain. Maybe easy to start, not easy to maintain, right? So at that time, when I took the presidentship or to become the president, I was struggling to build up the club because of less members, but I managed. Now, Arabian Stallion is one of the best clubs in town. And then now I'm currently also the president of Elite 30. And I was the program quality chairman 2019, SATEC 2019. And for the record, I have a black belt in Taekwondo, so watch out. So be careful if you don't say anything make me angry. And I'm also the president. I'm also the president of Malaysian community in Riyadh. So that's all. That's a short introduction of me. Back to you, Mr. Khalid Arash.
Thank you a lot, Toastmaster Shamsuri bin Muhammad. Great achievement. And now let's go to our translator, the leader, Toastmaster Amal Sardoon. The virtual stage is yours again.
I think she has to start with Taekwondo, then translate the others.
Yeah, I become afraid now. Maybe I will say something wrong. So we have, just a second, please. Toastmaster Shamsuri بين أنه في البداية أنه ليس عريف مميز، إنما لا زال عضو في التوست ماستر، لكنه يشق طريقه حاليا ليكون عريفا مميزا بالتوفيق. ابتدأ عالم التوست ماستر من عام 2008 في الخبر، وكان لديه الكثير من الذكريات التي عاشها منذ تلك الفترة، إلا أنه وجد العديد من الصعوبات كونه كان الوحيد من دولة ماليزيا. ولكن بعد أن تعرف على العديد من الأعضاء في النادي وأصبحوا كأفراد عائلة واحدة، عاد بنى ثقته في نفسه وكون صداقات أكثر وأكثر، إلا أنه بسبب ما يراه وجود الكثير من السياسات والكثير من الأحداث في عالم التوست ماستر قرر بأن يترك توست ماستر. وبعد مشاورات مع زوجته التي أثنت على هذا القرار جدا لتتمكن من التواجد معه لوقت أطول، إلا أنه وجد أن هذا القرار هو الأحكم بالنسبة له. وبعد 4 أسابيع من توقفه لحضور الاجتماعات، تحدث مع أحد موجهيه في عالم التوست ماستر، وكان ذلك الاتصال هو الفارق بالنسبة له، لأن اتصاله كان ليس لحثه على الرجوع للتوست ماستر، إنما لتفقده كأخ وصديق. فما استشعره من أخوة وعلاقة متينة مكونة بينه وبين أعضاء ذلك النادي حفزه العودة لعالم التوست ماستر بقوة وبحماسة أكبر، حيث أنه بعد تلك العودة أصبح مديراً لذلك النادي، ولكنه اضطر للانتقال لمدينة الرياض، ولكنه لم يترك عالم التوست ماستر وشارك في أحد الأندية، إلا أن ذلك النادي كان نادي مساعد، فكان يواجه الصعوبات لاستمرارية هذا النادي لقلة الأعضاء فيه. ولكنه بعد إصرار ومجهود كبير، حيث أنه أصبح أيضا مديرا لذلك النادي، أسس ذلك النادي بمجهود كبير، وأصبح هذا النادي من أكثر وألمع الأندية في الرياض. ومن المهام التي أخذها كان مديرا للجودة في ستاك عام 2018، ويملك الحزام الأسود في التايكوندو، لذلك طلب منا أن نكون حريصين جدا في هذا الحوار. شكرا لك.
I also did the Google translation, Amal. So thank you so much for the very lengthy introduction.
Thank you very much. I hope I reached what you want me to say. Thank you.
I think Toastmaster Khalid, you have to ask him later. Did he take Taekwondo after marriage or before? Yes.
All right, I will save this question later. Again, thank you, Toastmaster Amal, for your translation. And now, lastly, we will move to our DTM of Division O, Toastmaster Muhammad Ashik Nazir. Good evening, Toastmaster Ashik Nazir.
Good evening, Toastmaster Khalid, for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much. And if you ask me, I'm a person actually a marketing profession. For the last 18 years, I was working in Sri Lanka and came to Saudi Arabia in 2013 to one of the industrial construction company. When I came to here, earlier I was not aware about these Toastmasters. When I came here, there was a need to improve my communication ability. With that in mind, through one of my colleagues who working in the company, who introduced me to one of the club in Jubail, because I was employed there that time in Jubail, and was Toastmaster John Roy, the person who has introduced me to the club that is Arabian Toastmasters in Division L. From there, my journey in Toastmasters has started. So initially, since my objective is to improve the communication, I was concentrating on participating in contests. And when I changed the company, when I moved to the Dammam in 2016, that time only the first time I was stepping to the leadership track in Toastmasters to improve there's a need for that. Then I have to take a dual membership in a club in Division O. Then the leadership track has started over the years. So I've been an area director in Division L as well as a club president in both the in the Division O, and my leadership track further proceed until now. It ended up in as a Division O director. So during this journey, I had a great improvement in my communication, and the confidence level over the period it has been increased. And it's a great achievement, and I would say, and a great progress I have made over the years in terms of the personal development. So I would say, thank for that the wonderful opportunity that Toastmaster has given me to improve my the confidence, the leadership track, and the leadership experience. It's a wonderful experience to go through. With that, over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you a lot, DTM Ashik Nazir, for your introduction. And now, as usual, we will go back to Toastmaster Amal to give us the translation of your introduction. Toastmaster Amal, the virtual meeting is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Khalid. توستماستر نزير متحدثا عن نفسه أنه شخص مهني جدا، عمل 18 سنة في سريلانكا، ومنذ 2013 وهو يعمل في المملكة العربية السعودية في مجال البناء. وعند وصوله كان دائما يبحث عن ما يساعده لتطوير التواصل ومهارات التواصل لديه، إلى أن تعرف على أحد الأصدقاء في مدينة الجبيل حيث كان يعمل هناك، وعرفه على عالم التوست ماستر. ومنذ ذلك الوقت بدأت رحلة التوست ماستر والتطوير لتطوير التواصل. انتقل إلى مدينة الدمام في عام 2016، ومنذ ذلك الوقت بدأ عالم القيادة في التوست ماستر، حيث أنه أصبح مديراً للنادي ومديراً للمنطقة والعديد من الأقسام، إلى أن وصل الآن وأصبح مديراً للقسم أو. وهو يجد أن توست ماستر قدم له الكثير من التطوير على المجال الشخصي، ويشكر توست ماستر على هذه الفرصة أو على هذه الثقة والخبرة في مجال القيادة التي بنته لديه شخصياً.
All right, thank you again, our leader, Toastmaster Amal Sadoun, and we will start our direct questions. And again, I will start alphabetically with DTM, Division F Director, Toastmaster Ziauddin Siddiqui. Do you hear me, Toastmaster Dia?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. The first question to you, DTM Ziauddin, how did you become a Division F director? Again, how did you become a Division F director?
Well, thank you, Toastmaster Khalid.
You're welcome.
In 2016, 17, 17 and 18, I was the Area 25 director. And since I became Area director, I was very closely working with the division director, and I was seeing the division activities. Those activities were actually encouraging me to propagate further. Later, in the next year, in 2018-19, when I had an opportunity to contest for the election of Division F director, but I was not so confident. I could not dare to stand up and take this big responsibility. So though people insisted me, though people advised me to go for the election and take this opportunity and take the responsibility of Division F director, but I was not so confident enough. Later in next year, in 2019 and 20, I mean this year, during SATAC, just before a month or couple of months, 1.5 months before this attack, I saw nobody is coming up from the Division F to take the responsibility of Division F director. And I was so keen, and actually all the previous, my predecessors, all the senior Division F directors, they have set such a high benchmark for this division. They have set such high standards for this division that people were afraid. Then I gathered my courage and I thought, let's try, let's do it, let's take up the challenge. And then I took advices from my senior, my mentors and my senior Toastmasters and my colleagues. And they all encouraged me, they all helped me to dare to come forward. And then I gave my nomination. In fact, that time when I came up, the nominations were closed. And then I came to know that there was a person who already nominated himself. But I thought that if I have taken a decision, I must go forward. I must not step back. So I went from the floor and I got elected as a Division F director. That's how was the journey to become a Division F director. Toastmaster Khalid.
Thank you a lot for your efficient answer, Toastmaster or DTM Zia Rahman Siddiqui. Again, back to Toastmaster Amal Sadoun to translate your answer.
Thank you. توستماستر خالد سائلا توستماستر صديقي. السؤال الأول: كيف أصبحت مديرا للقسم F؟ وأجاب توستماستر صديقي أنه في عام 2017 العام 2018 كان مديرا للمنطقة، وعمل بقرب من مدير القسم، وكان يساعده في الكثير من المهام، وتعرف على الكثير من المهام، وتعرف على المسؤوليات التي تقع على عاتق مدير القسم. وفي السنة التي تليها لم يكن واثقا جدا من أنه على القدرة الكافية لتحمل هذه المسؤولية، لكنه كان يجول في باله وفكره أن يتقدم لهذا المنصب، لكنه كان مترددا إلى أن على أنه وجد الكثير من الدعم من الأصدقاء ومن الرؤساء الأقسام، إلى أن هذه السنة وقبل شهرين من ستاك وجد أنه ليس هناك أي متقدمين لقيادة القسم، مع أنه وجد الكثير من القادة، لكنهم كانوا على ريبة من تفكير وحذر شديد من خوض هذه التجربة، إلا أنه جمع قواه وتقدم لهذا المنصب، وليقدم هذه السنة نفسه كمديرا للقسم، وبدعم من الأصدقاء والموجهين في عالم توستماستر رشح نفسه، لكنه للأسف وجد أن باب الترشيح كان قد استكمل، وعرف في تلك اللحظة أن هناك أحد قد تم ترشيحه، لكن ذلك لم يكن عائقا بالنسبة لديه، لأن طموحه وإصراره كان أكبر من ذلك. فأصر على أنه يقدم نفسه ويقدم اسمه في عالم قيادة القسم في توست ماستر، وكان له ذلك، وأصبح الآن مديرا للقسم F.
All right, thank you again for you, Toastmaster Amal Sadoun. And now let's move to Division J Director, DTM Venkat Ringamanar. I will ask you the same question. Hint or note that the first question will be for all our guests, but then each question will be different than any other one. Toastmaster Venkat Ringamanar, the same question, which is, how did you become a Division J Director? Stage is yours.
Okay, thanks for bringing this question. I'm really delighted to answer this question because I've been chosen based on a clear succession plan. The succession plan is based on the job specific requirement, not on a career plan, which is individual based. Therefore, if you allow me, I will just quickly show you how this Division J was getting transformed and why the succession plan chose me to be the division director for the program year 2019-20, because that will make it more clear. Because when you send me this question, I thought that this would be more appropriate to share this slide with everybody. See, this Division J, it was formed in the year that was 2014. Division J was formed from Division F. Therefore, 2014 to 2016 was the foundation year for Division J. Therefore, that has been really, the foundation was laid by DTM Sadia Khan and Toastmaster Musa Koya. Then our DTM Jolly Kolambarambil took the responsibility and really created the visibility and stability for Division J. That was happening in the year 2016-2017. Therefore, he is the leader who has really made the visibility for Division J, because Division J was a baby. DTM Jolly Kolambarambil made it to walk. Therefore, he has been nourishing the Division J and making it to stand on its own. Then our DTM Fatah NIL sustained the division in the year 17-18. Then in the program year 2018, our leader strategist DTM Uma Maheshwar Rao took the responsibility, because any plan to execute successfully, we need at least 2 years' time. Therefore, we formed a team in Division J, how we can take this strategy and implement it, because it's not important you have ideas. It's very important how you execute that ideas, because ideas on paper has got no meaning once it is not executed. Therefore, we needed time of 24 months to execute this strategy. Therefore, what was planned is how to form a strong team which can carry this initial strategy, which is getting started in 2018-2019 into 2019-2020. Therefore, we formed a team and then we worked on a clear strategy how we should take Division J to the next step. Therefore, our first target was to achieve the President Distinguished Award for the division, which we successfully achieved it in the program year 2018-2019. Therefore, whatever strategies we have planned, we implemented it and we tested the results. That was really bringing very good positive growth for Division J. Then we felt, okay, now it's time to sustain this improvement actions, what has been brought to Division J. Because in the history of Division J, becoming President Distinguished, that happened only in the program year 2018-2019. Therefore, we want to sustain it. Therefore, there is a job specific need, not based on career, individual specific. Therefore, our leader strategist, DTM Uma Maheshwar Rao, chose me as the successor. And then I was chosen as Division J director democratically by election, because we won the election and then we had moved forward and taken the responsibility. This is the whole story behind this responsibility which was come to me. And then I've taken through this process in this program year. even though this uncertainty times are there, we are moving forward steadily. And now we have a clear succession plan for the next program year. We already defined who will be the successor. Therefore, we have been constantly working on this improvement program. This is in brief how I became a Division J director, what made me the Division J director, what was the need to become a Division J director, and how to carry on with the strategy and actions which we have developed in the program year 2018-2019. We are taking it through 2019-2020. Back to you, Khalid.
Great, efficient answer, DTM Venkat Vingamanar. I very enjoyed the story of your director of Division J. Back to Toastmaster Amal to translate the answer of DTM Venkat Vingamanar. Toastmaster Amal, the virtual stage is yours.
Thank you very much. Toastmaster Vingamanar, you made it not easy to me to translate. I should take your presentation.
I can share the slide if you want again.
Yeah, please correct me if I mistakenly say anything.
No, you can see the slide and then talk also if we needed. I can share it again.
Because I'm talking through the phone, I'm not sure if I will be able to see it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll go for translation. Yes. And Toastmaster Vingamanar أجاب على نفس السؤال الذي تم سؤاله لتوستماستر صديقي، أنه كيف أصبحت مديرا للقسم جي. وحسب قوله أن وصوله لهذا المنصب كان عن طريق خطة للنجاح وليس تشكيلا إداريا فقط، حيث كون القسم تم بناءه في عام 2014 إلى 2016 تم بناء القسم، ومن ثم في عام 2016 ل 2017 كان توستماستر جولي ساعد في تواجد هذا القسم وثباته وبداية خطاه الثابتة منذ تلك السنة. وكان قال حسب قوله أن لتكوين قسم متكامل الأركان تحتاج إلى 2 لتكون، وأن القسم جي كان لديه العديد من القادة والعديد من الأفكار، لكن ليس ذلك ما كان يميزهم، لأن الأفكار دائما تكون على ورق بلا فائدة، وإنما أفكارهم كانت نتاج اجتماعات وفريق عمل قوي ساعد في بناء هذا القسم. ومنذ عام 2018-2019 تم تحصيل هذه كان هدفهم بأن يتم تحصيل النقاط في عالم التوستماستر ليكونوا أفضل قسم، وقد حصل لهم ذلك، وذلك بعد عمل دؤوب من فريق عمل قوي. وهذه الاستراتيجيات هي ما ساعدتهم للوصول إلى هذه المرحلة. وحسب قوله أن تم ترشيحه ديمقراطيا وتسمية اسمه شخصيا ليكون مديرا للقسم جي، وما يطمح إليه هو أن يكمل مسيرة خطة النجاح التي ابتدأت مع عام 2014، وخطتهم لا زالت قائمة حتى للعام القادم، حيث أن استراتيجياتهم واضحة لإكمال هذه المسيرة بثبات وصورة واضحة. شكرا.
All right, thank you a lot, Toastmaster Amal, for your translation. And now let's move to Toastmaster Shamsuri bin Muhammad. I will ask you the same question, which is, how did you become a Division N director?
Thank you, Toastmaster Khalid. Yes. Well, the journey started just a couple of months before the election. At that time, I was the program quality for SATAC with DTM Faisal. And at one evening when we were discussing about SATAC, and he told me that, why not you go for Division N director? I said, well, I'm busy. I got so many things to do, so many things to juggle at the same time, family and club and for training. And there's so many things that also I'm the president of Malaysian community as well. So many things in my plate. I said, I might not be able to cope with so many things. And he convinced me, or he told me that, look, this is the best opportunity. Go for it and just trust yourself that you can handle all that. So at the beginning, I don't really believe what he said. And then I asked a few other friends or other mentors and other seniors. And I talked to Toastmaster Rais. He was the Division N director at the time. And I was the program club growth director, assistant club growth director of Division N for that year, in 2019. And Toastmaster Rais also said, go for it. And definitely you are the best candidate for Division N. So I would give credit to these two great leaders, great gentlemen, DTM Faisal and Toastmaster Rais, for pushing me into this water with full of crocodile inside it. But I learned a lot from this, and it's a very nice journey. It's ups and downs as the Division N director. And at that time also, when just before like couple of months, at the beginning, nobody was interested from Division N. And I was quite okay and happy because nobody would compete against me. So I did not really like doing some kind of promotion to let people vote for me. But in the last minute, somebody came in and interested to go for Division N post. I said, oh shoot, I got to do something. It just was in the last minute. So, and mind you, I'm the only Malaysian, and the rest all, you know, they have like the Indian community and other communities, Filipino and Arabs and all that. And I don't have any community in my community with me. So I was like, oh, I really got to work hard now. But it was the very last minute. And I said, nothing much I can do at that moment. And then I remember even my banner, I did it just, I think, the night before. Just the night before I got my banner done. Because of at that time I thought that because I was going to be nominated from the floor, so I thought that I would not be given the table or the table to promote myself. So, but they said okay. So it was last minute, and on that day, I really thanks to few leaders, especially Toastmaster Rais, who's the one promoting me and doing all the promotion and all the talking. And thank you also to my friends, those from Eastern Province, who also helped me or to vote for me during the election. It's a really nice experience because then only you know who's your friends, who's the leaders behind you who support you sincerely. And that's how I became the Division N director.
All right. Thank you a lot, Toastmaster Shamsuri bin Muhammad, for your great answer. And again, back to Toastmaster Amal Sadu to translate your answer.
Thank you. مجيبا على نفس السؤال، كيف أصبحت مديرا للقسم N؟ أجاب توستماستر شمسوري أنه بدأ بترشيح نفسه قبيل عدة شهور، حيث أنه كان مديرا للجودة في ستاك، وكان يعمل جانبا مع توستماستر فيصل، هو من طرح الفكرة له وقال له لما لا تتقدم إلى إدارة القسم. وأجابه أنه مشغول بين النادي والعائلة والكثير من الارتباطات الاجتماعية، وأيضا كونه مديرا للجالية الماليزية، فليس لديه المتسع أو الوقت الكافي لخوض تجربة مثل هذه. إلا أنه حاول إقناعه بأن يأخذ هذه المهمة وأن يثق بنفسه، فهو لديه جميع الإمكانيات ويتحلى بجميع الصفات ليكون مديرا للقسم. لم يقتنع كثيرا بهذه الفكرة، إلا أنه أخذ مشورة من العديد من الأصدقاء وعلى رأسهم توست ماستر ريس، حيث أنه أقبل عليه مشجعا ومرحبا بتلك الفكرة، وهو من جهته يشكرهم على دعمهم وعلى ثقتهم به. وبعد مشورات كثيرة أخذ بنصحهم وتقدم ليكون مديرا للقسم. لم يكن لديه أي منافس في تلك الفترة، وكان سعيدا بذلك، فقد كان ليس هناك أي ضغوطات، فهو المرشح الوحيد، لا يوجد أي منافسين، فكان ذلك يعود لنفسه بالراحة. إلا أن في اللحظات الأخيرة وقبيل الانتخابات رشح أحد الأعضاء نفسه للمنصب، وعندها شعر بالتوتر الشديد، واكتشف أن عليه أن يشن حملة ضروس في الانتخابات، وأن الموضوع ليس فقط تسمية، إنما عليه إعداد حملة انتخابية كاملة الأطراف. وقبل ليلة واحدة فقط من الانتخابات جهز تلك الحملة، ولم يكن على ثقة تامة من جودتها، إلا أنه كان عليه فعل شيء، لأن ما حدث كان وليد لحظة فقط قبيل الانتخابات. وشعر بالخوف الشديد لأنه كان الماليزي الوحيد وليس لديه الدعم من بنو جلدته، فشعر بالتوتر آنذاك، إلا أنه وجد الدعم بصدق من جميع الأطراف، من جميع الجنسيات. تعلم منها درسا أنه أصدقاء أو الداعمين بصدق سيكونون معك أيا تكون وفي جميع الظروف. فتقدم للانتخابات وتم ترشيحه والتصويت له، وهو يشكر جميع من وثقوا به وصوتوا له لفوزه أو لنيل هذه المهمة، وشكرا.
Thank you a lot for your efforts, Toastmaster Amal Sadoun. And now let's move to Division O Director, DTM Mohammad Ashik Nazir, with the same question last time. DTM Ashik Nazir, how did you become a Division O Director?
Thank you, Toastmaster Khalid.
You're welcome.
My journey into Division O director started long back in 2000. I would say 2016 and 17. I was assistant program quality director for the Division O. And from there onwards, and the next year, the program years 2017 and 19, I was not interested, but in the last minute, I decided to compete for in the program 2017 and 18 to become the division auditor. But I failed and I lost the election on that particular year. Then importantly, I learned a lesson. So it is division directors are a very serious thing. When you want to become, there should be a journey, your preparation has to be made. Which I failed to do in that particular before going to the campaign, regarding the campaign. So then, and that particular year, I decided, okay, there is a need for an area director, which is also where one of our club, I was a member in Division L, that area, I became area 53 director. So to continue my journey to experience what is the area director before becoming a division director. So I went in, I learned. Then the following year, 2018, in 1920. Then, in a full scale in a campaign, I was went into the election for Division O. So unfortunately, I won the election and became a Division O. So this is a nice experience. We have to how a process happens becoming a Division O director. What are the preparation we have to make to become a division, become a division director? I have learned through this journey. So it's a nice experience to go through. With that, over to you, Toastmaster Khan.
Thank you a lot, DTM Ashak Nazir, for your great answer. And again, we will go back to Toastmaster Aman Sadoun to translate your answer.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
توستماستر نزير مجيبا على السؤال ذاته كيف أصبحت مديرا للقسم أو محدثا أنه منذ عام 2016 كان مساعدا للجودة في القسم أو وفي تلك السنة قرر ترشيح نفسه لمنصب مدير القسم ولكنه للأسف لم يفز في الانتخابات وفشل إلا أنه تعلم درساً مهماً جداً في تلك المرحلة أن تعلم جدية المهمة وأن هناك الكثير من الاستعدادات والخطوات التي يتم اتباعها لتصل إلى كونك مديراً للمنطقة. فرشح نفسه ليكون مديراً للمنطقة وتم انتخابه وأخذ المنصب. وفي تلك المرحلة تعلم الكثير ما هي المهام التي يجب خوضها، ما هي الخطوات والاستعدادات التي تساعده لكي يترشح بثقة ولكي يكون على أكمل يأخذ هذه المهمة على أكمل وجه. وفي عام 2019-2020 رشح نفسه مجددا مع تام الاستعدادات لنيل هذه المهمة والحمد لله تم ترشيحه وفوزه بهذا المنصب ويقول أنه تعلم الكثير من هذه التجربة وأثرت على نفسه الكثير. شكرا.
Again, great thanks to Toastmaster Amal for translating every word here to Arabic. Now let's go back alphabetically to Division F Director DTM Ziauddin Siddiqui with a unique question. DTM Siddiqui, the question is, what are difficulties that the Division Director might face? Again, what are difficulties that the Division Director might face?
Thank you, Toastmaster Khalid.
You're welcome.
Respected leaders, I think I'll start right from the beginning when you become a division director, when you get elected, in fact. SATAC usually happens in April or May. And that time you come to know that you have been elected as a division director. And your term starts on the 1st July. So the day from you are elected till the term starts, you have enough time to plan and to build your team. And if you do plan properly, and if you build a right team and select the people in your team who are really working hard and who really are capable of working, then definitely you won't face any problem. This is what I did. When I got elected, I started consulting with my senior Toastmasters and I requested them to be my advisors, and I started taking advices from them. Right from the first ExCom meeting, when we had first ExCom meeting, we had everything decided. We had already decided when the area contest will happen, when the Division F conference will happen, how we are going to conduct the conference, how we are going to develop our clubs, how are we going to implement the pathways plan, and all this. So since we had already planned and we had an action plan with us, we had a target. So we started moving as per our plan and required tasks to be done. Step by step, we started achieving all of them. But life is full of problems. Problems come up. And a Toastmaster is a person, any Toastmaster, not only me, I'm talking about every Toastmaster, he uses his skills more efficiently when he's under pressure. So I did the same. When the challenges came up, then we have to work with all of our abilities and with the full vigor and passion. The problem starts with the membership. You know, the Toastmaster is all about members. We have to have members in club, and we have to make sure that the members are developing and they are achieving their goals for which they have joined the Toastmasters. So having members is the first problem. In fact, it is not a problem unless if we don't plan accordingly. But as somebody mentioned in the beginning, that the corporate clubs are really a challenge. To form a corporate club and then to maintain and sustain the corporate club is a real challenge. I had the same kind of challenges with me. Last year, there was a club in the Division F which did not renew the memberships. We tried very hard. We met the management of that company. We met all those senior Toastmasters of that club who have been taking all the way this club up to 2019. We spoke to the members, but everything was in vain. Finally, we lost that club. So the challenge for a division director is chartering a corporate club, and if you already have chartered, maintain it. That's another challenge, and develop it. That's the first challenge. Secondly, having people trained, conducting the training sessions, that's a challenge. In fact, it's not a problem. Let me call it as a challenge. The important thing, the important role as a director and as a leader, what we have to play is we have to make sure that each and every member of our division, every member of every club is happy with the educational programs and he is developing. And current year is a very important year because the traditional Toastmasters training program, educational program is being closed and the new Pathways Learning program is being implemented and being active from the 1st July. So it was a challenge for me to make sure that every member of the Division F has enrolled in Pathways and they have started their journey through Pathways. They have started doing their projects. We formed a team and our team started working on it. The thing which I learned in this Toastmaster journey as a division director is that your personal presence, your one-on-one touch is very important. If I simply sit at home and start calling people, start calling area directors and presidents and VP educations and all those responsible and start giving just instruction that do this and do that, that doesn't work. That is also required because the guidance as a leader, you have to guide people, you have to guide your team. But at the same time, personal touch is very important. I tried to visit each and every club of my division whenever I got a chance. I tried to be there personally and I kept myself open for every member that please, you can approach me anytime for any support and any help. And many of the Toastmasters of our division, they approached me and I did my best to solve the problems, whatever they had. And I tried to support them, to help them. So training and implementing the educational program is a challenge for a division director. So basically, there are two major challenges which I faced, which I think almost every division director must be facing, is having the corporate clubs chartered, sustain them, and secondly, implementing educational program successfully in such a way that every member of division, each and every member of your division gets benefited with that. So these are the two challenging things which I faced. and I hope that I could cope it up with enough strength. Now, at the present, like we are having all the online meetings. This is something unique problem has come up, which is not for me, which is for everyone. Everyone is facing the same pandemic problem, but thanks to Toastmasters leaders, those who found the ways, and those who showed us the way how to keep pacing, how to keep continuing, how to keep propagating forward. So out of the Division F has 17 clubs. Out of 17, 12 clubs are regularly conducting their meetings online through Zoom. So we are very close to achieve 100%. We are also motivating other clubs, those who are not being able to conduct, and they have promised that they are going to start it soon. So we will have our meetings, club meetings, going successfully, and we will sustain all those meetings, even though through Ramadan month of Ramadan. This is another step, the pandemic and the Ramadan during the pandemic. It's a combination of problem, but there is no problem which doesn't have any solution. There are solutions, and we as Toastmasters, we work better in pressure, better under pressure. So every solution is there. There are problems, as I mentioned, but we are handling it properly. Thank you very much. And I wish all the division directors that all of you, if you are facing any problem, let us help each other. We can help each other. If we can take advices from each other. We can ask to perform something from each other, and let's help each other, and let's survive. Let's rise high. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Khalid.
Thank you, DTM Ziauddin. What an inspired answer. Thank you a lot for your answer. Again, we will go back to Toastmaster Amal Sadoun to translate your answer to Arabic language. Toastmaster Amal,
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Khalid. توستماستر خالد سائلا: ما هي الصعوبات التي قد يواجهها مدير القسم لأداء مهامه؟ مجيبا مدير قسم F: أظن منذ بداية انتخابك كمديرا للقسم هي تبدأ الصعوبات منذ تلك اللحظة. يرى أن ساتاك قد طورت منه مهنيا، ومنذ الأول من شهر يوليو تم انتخابه، ورأى أنه عليه أن يخطط ويقوم ببناء فريق قوي يعمل بجد. فعند بنائك فريق يعمل بجد لن تواجه أي صعوبات. وتوجه للتوستماستر ذوي الخبرة وأخذ منهم النصائح، وقام بسؤالهم وأخذ بمشورتهم. بعد ذلك، بعد اجتماعه مع فريقه الذي اختاره، منذ الاجتماع الأول تم تحديد جميع النقاط وجميع المهام التي أخذوها على عاتقهم لبناء القسم. فمنذ تلك اللحظة وهم يمشون على تلك الخطة. وبما أن الحياة مليئة بالصعوبات، إلا أن التوستماستر أي توستماستر يعمل بشكل أفضل عندما يواجه هذه الصعوبات. فالمشكلات بدأت معهم في تجديد العضوية لبعض الأعضاء وجذب أعضاء جدد، وصولا إلى تطوير الأعضاء الموجودين حاليا لحتى يصلوا لأهدافهم التي اشتركوا في التوستماستر حتى يصلوا إليها. العام الماضي واجهوا أحد أكبر مشاكلهم، حيث أن الكثير من الأعضاء لم يقوموا بتجديد عضوياتهم. قاموا بمقابلة هؤلاء الأعضاء والقياديين في توستماستر، واجتمع معهم وتواصل مع جميع الأعضاء. كان تحدي كبير بالنسبة لمدير القسم، إلا أنه لم يستطع الوصول معهم إلى اتفاق، وخسروا ذلك النادي. ومن أحد التحديات أيضا لأي مدير قسم هو إنشاء نادي جديد وإبقاء هذا النادي وتطويره أيضا. تدريب الأعضاء هو تحدي أيضا لمدير أي قسم، فعليه أن كل قائد عليه أن يتأكد أن جميع الأعضاء سعيدين جدا، يمشون على خطى ثابتة وواضحة لأهدافهم المرجوة. وبما أن في هذه السنة هناك أنظمة جديدة وسياسات جديدة في عام التوستماستر، حيث أن الأنظمة والضوابط القديمة التقليدية تم إيقافها وتجديد الكثير منها، كان أحد المهام التي تقع على عاتقه أن يقوم بالتأكد أن هذه الضوابط والسياسات واضحة لجميع الأعضاء وسهلة ليتم تطبيقها. ومن النقاط المهمة أيضا هو الحضور الشخصي لمدير أي قسم، حيث أنه كان بنفسه يحضر الاجتماعات ويحضر الاجتماعات الأندية أيضا كلما استطاع، وكان يحرص جدا على أن يعلم الأعضاء جميعا بأنه مستعد ومرحب لاتصالاتهم واستفساراتهم الشخصية على مدار الساعة، وأن بين من وجهة نظره أن الإرشادات قد تعطى من المنزل لكنها غير مثمرة، فإن التواجد الشخصي هناك مع الأعضاء يبني ثقة بين المدير القسم وأعضاء الأندية جميعا. يقول أن هناك تحديان يواجههم مدير أي قسم كما ذكر كملخص لحديثه، هو تأسيس نادي وتطويره وإبقاء هذا النادي على طول الفترات، وأيضا تطوير وتدريب الأعضاء. وفي الوقت الحالي ما نواجهه من جائحة الجميع يواجه هذه الجائحة، إلا أن جميع الأعضاء تكاتفوا مع مدراء الأقسام لإيجاد طرق جديدة مستحدثة لإبقاء أنديتهم فعالة، والاجتماعات هذه لا تزال فعالة، حيث أن القسم لديهم 17 ناديا، 12 نادي منهم لا زال يقوم بمهامه على أكمل وجه من خلال الأونلاين في غرف الزوم، وهذه الأندية مستمرة بالنجاح واجتماعاتها تسير على ما هو مخطط له، بالرغم من أن شهر رمضان الكريم قد ابتدأ، وهذا يعتبر معضلة أخرى في كون الجائحة ورمضان أيضا، إلا أن الأندية متكاتفة ومتساعدة مع بعضها للتخلص من هذه الضغوطات. وموجها رسالة إلى جميع مدراء الأقسام لنتكاتف ونتساعد لمواجهة هذه الصعوبات، فمتى ما كان هناك تكاتف ومساندة من الأقسام الأخرى سنصل إن شاء الله إلى نجاح مبهر. شكرا.
All right, thank you a lot, Toastmaster Aman Sadoun, for your great efforts in translating answers to Arabic language. And now let's go to DTM, the Division J Director, DTM Venkat Ringamanar. The special question is, can members do efforts for their clubs and divisions virtually better than regular meetings? Again, can members do efforts for their clubs and divisions virtually better than regular meetings? Go ahead, Toastmaster DTM Venkat.
Okay, thank you, Khalid, for this again for such a wonderful question. See, from my personal perspective, let me put forward this question. I would see this question like a child having a new toy and playing only for a few days, and again it will go back to its brothers or cousins to play, because that is how it is. Because this is, we don't have an alternate media to communicate, to interact, to come and meet. That's why we have been using a virtual environment. But I won't say the club members can do better efforts virtually than regular meetings. No way. For me, no, the regular meetings are must, because Toastmasters International itself is standing on clubs and members. Without clubs and members, this total organization will collapse. Really, we don't know after 30th of April what will be the situation of Toastmasters International, because that is what Richard Peck also was telling in a webinar. We never faced in our whole history of Toastmasters what is going to happen because of this pandemic. Because how many clubs are going to sustain, how many members are going to remain, nothing is still clear. For us to be a stable organization, we need physical and regular meetings only. Because nowadays the new education program, the Pathways, is giving an opportunity to develop 300 competencies. Every member has got their unique requirement to develop their own competency. Therefore, if you ask me a frank and honest answer for this question, I would never say that members can do better efforts virtually than regular meetings. Regular meetings will always help to sustain the club and membership. That will only sustain the whole area, division, district, then carry on up to the Toastmasters International. Because see, today Toastmasters International is virtually supporting the districts, but the districts have to sustain on their physical existence only, not virtual. Virtual is just like a toy, again I would say. For a kid, it is attractive for a few weeks. After that, the kid will definitely go back to its brothers, sisters, or cousins to play. The physical face-to-face is always the best. Therefore, with this answer, I would like to give back to you, Khalid.
Thank you again, DTM Venkatrangamannar, for your great answer for this question. And now we will go back again to Toastmaster Amal Sadoun to translate your answer to the Arabic language. Toastmaster Amal, the virtual stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Khalid. توستماستر خالد سائلا هل يمكن للأعضاء أن يقدموا ما هو أفضل لأنديتهم في الاجتماعات الافتراضية أكثر مما يقدمون في الاجتماعات الفعلية؟ ومجيبا مدير القسم جاي على هذا السؤال أنه يرى أن الوضع الحالي كما يشبه الطفل يملك دمية جديدة مستمتعا بها، يلعب بها لمدة عدة أيام، ثم يمل من هذه الدمية فيرميها ويعود إلى أصدقائه وإخوانه ليكون بينهم. نحن نستعمل الاجتماعات الافتراضية من خلال الأونلاين، شبكات التواصل، فقط كوننا في جائحة تحكم علينا فعل ذلك. إلا أن الاجتماعات الفعلية لا يمكن الاستغناء عنها أبدا، حيث أن إلى تاريخ 30 من أبريل نحن لا نعلم ما هو القادم بسبب هذه الجائحة، لكن استمرارية الأندية كانت تفرض علينا ما هو قائم حاليا، وهي الاجتماعات الافتراضية. المسارات الموجودة في التوست ماستر قائمة للتطوير، فكل مسار له خواصه وله احتياجاته الخاصة حتى يمشي توست ماستر في هذا المسار. فلا تستطيع أن تقول أن هذا قائم بشكل كافي في عالم الافتراضي أو في عالم الاجتماعات الافتراضية. الوجود البدني والوجود الاجتماعات الفعلية للتوست ماستر تساعد على التطوير وثبات الأعضاء والأندية والأقسام والقطاعات وما تبعها. اليوم القطاعات تدعم من قبل التوست ماستر، لكن هذا سيستمر لمدة معينة، فليس هناك صورة واضحة إلى متى سيتم هذا الدعم إلى متى سيتم هذا الدعم. لذلك لأكون صريحا معكم، لا يمكن القول بأن ما يقدمه الأعضاء أو توست ماسترز في الاجتماعات الفعلية يكون أقل من ما يقدمونه في عالم الاجتماعات الافتراضية، بل العكس تماما. وشكرا.
Again, thank you, Toastmaster Amal, for your translation and your great efforts. And now we will move to Toastmaster Shamsuri bin Muhammad. Toastmaster Shamsuri, the question is, which is a unique question for you, how could you interact and deal with Division N clubs and members? Again, how could you interact and deal with Division N clubs and members? Toastmaster Shamsuri, virtual stage is yours. Could you please unmute your mic?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Khalid, for very interesting questions. Well, before I start, I just want to say that regarding the question of Toastmaster Venkat, DTM Venkat, I agree with his points on some points, but I just want to highlight one point that I feel like I would not agree part of it, because regarding the online meeting, I would say that nowadays online meeting is necessary. It's not like before, because we got to adopt the changes in the world where, yes, we need physical meeting, but online meeting, I believe, even after this lockdown, we still need, because that's the trend. Even in corporates, for your work or in the business, now this all moved to online. So I would say that online is very, very important nowadays. And I believe that most of us enjoy doing online, because of online meeting, we can meet each other tonight. Because online meeting, we meet a lot of Toastmasters around the world. So that will be a very useful to have that online meeting. Now back to my question, and how do I deal with my members and my clubs in Division N? Well, it's very challenging at the beginning, because my successor, my past Division N, when he left when they gave it to me, there are a lot of clubs, or non-active clubs, or dead club in Division N, especially the corporate clubs. So I was struggling to manage this club and to revise this club back, because it's not easy, especially in the corporate clubs where the members no more active or uncontactable, and they are not interested, and the companies stop helping us. So no way we can revise. There are some clubs to make them active back. So what I did was I worked closely with the area directors. I'm so fortunate to have 4 area directors who are very active, very committed. And I work closely with them. Personally, I call them, message them, and check what is going on, talk to them and meet them. So because I cannot go and see every clubs or every members, so we need to leverage. To me, I work closely to make sure that area directors, they take care of the 4 clubs under them or 3 clubs under them, to work closely with the members. And I do come and visit the clubs or the members, and especially now in this online meeting, it's quite easy for me to attend many clubs meetings. Very easy to move from here to there. Only thing is you don't have time sometimes. Like today, I'm actually back to back to attend meetings since I think afternoon until now. I was quite exhausted today, but started when you know, in Toastmasters, when you start talking, you feel energetic. You have a lot of energy when you meet and talk with great leaders like you guys. So that is the way I connect with my members, where I always try to communicate and focus on the area directors and also the president and the VP education, because we have one group only for VP education and the president, and most of the messages that I will direct to the presidents to make sure that everything okay. If they need help for the online meeting or any help that I can give to them, so that they know that I'm still there to support them no matter how. And I also provided them link or account for Zoom for Division N. In any clubs that they need account in Zoom meeting, I would provide it to them, so that I want to make sure that they have meeting even during this lockdown. So this is how I communicate or connect with my members and the clubs in Division N. Back to you.
Thank you a lot, Toastmaster Shamsul bin Muhammad. And now we will go back again to Toastmaster Amal Sadoun to translate your answer to Arabic language. Toastmaster Amal, go ahead.
Thank you Toastmaster Khalid. Toastmaster Khalid سائلا مدير القسم N كيف استطعت أن تتفاعل وتتعامل مع أعضاء وأندية القسم N؟ مجيبا على هذا السؤال أن تحدي في البداية كان أن هناك كثير من الأندية الغير فعالة حينما استلم هذه السنة منصب مدير القسم N، وأخذ على عاتقه أن يعيد هذه الأندية لتصبح أندية فعالة، وواجه العديد من الصعوبات مع هذه الأندية، لأن الكثير من الأعضاء كانوا إنما ليسوا مهتمين، أو كان ليس هناك طريقة للتواصل معهم، فواجه العديد من الصعوبات. ما فعله هو أنه اجتمع برؤساء الأقسام، لديه 4 رؤساء أقسام في عفوا 4 رؤساء مناطق، اجتمع برؤساء المناطق 4 رؤساء مناطق، اجتمع معهم وكان يحثهم ويعمل معهم بقرب بأن يقوموا بإنشاء أو بتحفيز أعضائهم والتأكد من وجود أعضاء فعالين في أنديتهم. أي احتياجات كانت تطلب من الأعضاء أو من رؤساء الأقسام أو من رؤساء الأندية كذلك كان حاضراً وداعماً لهم في أي وقت، وكان بنفسه يذهب للحضور لبعض الاجتماعات للأندية. وحالياً مع الاجتماعات الأندية التي تقام في الأونلاين على منصة زوم، كان من السهل الحضور لأكثر من اجتماع، فكان يتنقل في منصات زوم العديدة حتى يتأكد من فاعلية الاجتماعات وأنها تصل إلى الهدف المرجو منه. وكان دائما يقول بأنه داعما لجميع الأندية وجميع الرؤساء وجميع الأعضاء في أي شيء يطلبونه، من بداية من في هذه الجائحة بإنشاء حسابات في الزوم، لإنشاء منصات افتراضية حتى تتم الاجتماعات من خلالها ولا تتوقف الأندية عن اجتماعاتها الأسبوعية. شكرا لك.
Thank you again, Mr. Amal. And now we will move to DTM Muhammad Ashik Nazir, with a special question, which is DTM Nazir. These days we are passing through coronavirus pandemic. How could you deal with current situation with respect of Division O clubs and members? Again, these days we are passing through coronavirus pandemic. How could you deal with current situation with respect of Division O clubs and members? DTM Nazir, stage is yours. Go ahead.
Thank you, Toastmaster Khalid. I would say that today not only my division, all the division facing a question mark of a sustainability of the club. it's a challenge. We go. In order to be a sustainable, we must be able to understand the whole club dynamics we have been working with, which is more than the payments, or which is more than, it is more deep into the subject. In order to understand that, we as a leader, should have been, if you ask me, I had gone through the club leadership position, and I've been area director. I've come before coming as a division director. So by stepping into this leadership track, be able to understand when an area director comes with a question of to solve the problem, or if a person from the club leader come out of the problem, this help you to understand the position. If you think deep into the subject of sustainability, I would say each club has its own dynamics of operation. We have to understand that. Because if you don't understand the dynamics, we cannot be able to solve any club. And in each club, there is a people who have been working as leaders. Sometimes they are silent. They are helping the club to sustain. These leaders who may work not for any benefit or anything, they work for their own benefit, not to make sure that their club sustain. We have to encourage, we have to identify these members. They are the stepping stone for the sustainability. In order to help, in order to having a more communication, or in order to understanding these people, definitely help the club to sustain over the period. And they'll help you to, it may be renewing the membership, or it may be with regard to the conducting of the meeting. They help a lot to sustain and have a regular meeting. That I feel we must be able to, these are the main thing we have to understand, and in order to progress in these difficult times, that is the main thing what I feel that from my side. Over to you.
All right, Toastmaster DTM Muhammad Ashaq Nazir, thank you a lot. And now we will go to Toastmaster Aman to translate your answer.
Thank you Toastmaster Khalid. Toastmaster Khalid سائلا مدير القسم O هذه الأيام نمر بجائحة عالمية، كيف تتعامل مع الوضع الحالي من وجهة نظر القسم O؟ مجيبا، اليوم نواجه تحدي كبير. لمواجهة هذا التحدي الكبير علينا أولا أن نفهم هذه الجائحة التي تمر علينا. كقادة علينا أن نفهم الوضع من حيثيات مختلفة. علينا أن نستوعب أن كل نادي لديه ديناميكية عمل معينة يعمل بها، فمن خلال هذه الديناميكية تتم المساعدة ويقدم المساعدة كل نادي على حسب احتياجه وطريقة عمله. في كل نادي هناك أعضاء هم قادة. هؤلاء القادة ليس لهم غاية فقط، غايتهم هو إبقاء ناديهم واستمراريته. فوجودهم في الاجتماعات وحضورهم، تجديدهم لعضوياتهم بدون تأخير في هذه الأيام الصعبة. علينا أن نتعرف على هؤلاء القادة الموجودين في كل نادي ومشاركتهم المهام الرئيسية لكل نادي. شكرا.
Supreme thoughts by Toastmaster Amal Sadoun after translating all of these answers. Thank you again, Toastmaster Amal. And now we will take questions from the audience. If you want to ask a question, please feel free to ask, but you have to raise your hand and then you will ask a question. Anyone, if you would like to ask a question, you can go for it. All right, DTM Fahmi Abdul Qadir, you can unmute and ask the question.
Good evening, all respected leaders. Really, I have enjoyed your thoughts and your presence. You are always my inspirators, and I appreciate your efforts. We learn a lot from you. My question is to all of you. Do you have a definite date when Corona will be finalized? If you have an answer, please, because I'm really waiting for that answer. Thank you so much.
Anyone of our 4 distinguished guests would like to answer the question from DTM Fahmi Abdul Qadir?
It's $1 million question. You cannot answer. Nobody can answer. If it is answer is there, then definitely would have been done it something else.
Well, DTM Zia Rahman Siddiqui can answer it. Go ahead for it, just DTM Zia Rahman.
DTM Fahmi Abdul Qadir, thank you very much for this very important question nowadays, which is we all are facing. Unfortunately, there are some problems for which we can take precautions, but we cannot solve it. Since this is a pandemic and it's nothing like, it's not in our control. So we cannot have a definite date, but we can decide how fast we can control on it. And luckily, alhamdulillah, this government of this country is doing very much hard and very good to control the pandemic. If we all individually take precautions, be safe, and let others be safe, this will end very soon. It's all in public's hands. So let's spread the awareness to those who are still not taking care, that please take care of yourself and others. Then we will definitely have a relief from this very soon. I'm sorry that no, I don't think anybody can give you a specific date when it will end, but we can reduce the time and we can control it very soon. It's totally in our hand. Let's spread the awareness. Thank you.
All right.
Yes,
Thank you a lot.
Fahmi, can I say something about this?
Yes, you.
Go ahead, my dear. Go ahead.
Well, DTM Fahmi, well, I think this is a very controversy subject or topic, and if you can answer it, you're part of the conspiracy team. I can tell you something. It's all in your mind. Even it's the lockdown or the corona over or not over. If you are happy, if you can make yourself wait for the lockdown, if you know how to make your wife happy, you'll be happy at home. So this is use the time to have the bonding with your family, have the bonding with all the Toastmasters on Zoom meeting, and always think positive. And I believe that to have such a good bonding with my kids and my family. But this time I feel it really
Leaders, we are now enjoying the presence of international people. Can you imagine that? I am attending seminars everywhere around the world. This is the new reality. Thank you.
I think Toastmaster Shamsuri is not here, but I want to add something. Depend on this Toastmaster Shamsuri answers. Always I say, thanks God, I'm still single. Back to you.
All right. Any questions from the audience? All right, DTM Turkey Harith, raise unmute and go ahead.
Toastmaster, not DTM yet. Really, I have 2 questions. First of all,
you have only one.
Yes. First of all, it's about YLB, Youth Leadership Program. As I see always, since we're starting this journey, that non-Arabs they have many of YLBs in 1 year, but we are really fighting to have only one. Yes, alhamdulillah, we did now 3. We plan to have another 3 this month, inshallah. But really, it's difficult to encourage or convince people to or schools to approve our program. How did the non-Arabs do it? Is it because the management or because what you tell them? If you have anything to say about. And one question for the James Samsuri about corporate club. We have 12 clubs in our division. 11 of them, they are conducting their meeting online. I have one corporate club. They couldn't do it. They didn't really. We have only 3 members in each meeting. What we have to do with them? That's you.
All right.
First of all, YLB, second corporate club.
Any one of our distinguished guests want to answer the question from Toastmaster Turki Harith? DTM Zia Rahman, go ahead.
Toastmaster Turki, I would like to answer your second question, which is about the corporate club online meeting. I had discussed with my area directors and so many presidents of the corporate clubs, and we have come up with a solution. The solution, what we have come up is the clubs which are unable to conduct their meetings because of lack of the attendance. So what we can do is we can have a combined meeting, like you can join this club with another club meeting. So the members, if they are less, still they can continue and they can still perform their projects and they can do it. That's one of the solutions. You can have many other solutions, but this is what we are practicing now.
Great answer, DTM Zia Rahman. Any questions from the audience?
Turki, what was your question about youth leadership program? Can you repeat the question?
DTM Shamsuri, if you want to start, or I ask again.
Okay, can I because you mentioned my name, so can I answer the second questions?
Yes, please.
But anyway, thank you so much, DTM Sadiki, for answering part of the questions. Yeah. Well, this topic is, I think, the pain in the ass, or the most challenging part. I don't know about other division, but in Division N, definitely is the most difficult part for us to recover, to rebuild especially the corporate club. The challenge is that it's easy to start, but to make them continue doing the club meeting and to continue with Toastmasters, and most of the time, halfway the club died. What I noticed that from my experience is open it to community. If the club is almost dying, you open it to community, and make it a mixed club. Because I noticed when there is a new energy and when it's open to new club, then you can see the club starts to active again. You see it's start becoming vibrant and people start coming in, joining in, and then you can see the dynamic totally different and change. And you can also see suddenly the employees start joining, then they will see, oh, what is going on? They see, oh, the club is going on, and they start coming back again. So this is a chronic problem. I feel that is most of the corporate clubs we have is that is the trend. But to me, we got to find the solution. I tried also. I work closely with now we started Nokia. There is ups and down in Nokia, but I'm pushing. I'm bringing also my team to support the club meeting every time. We recently, just last week, we conducted a meeting with Nokia, the new club. So because they started, and then after that, many of their members left, especially during this lockdown. But I brought my whole team to, no matter how I said, we need to start to have the meeting. So we conducted it. So you need to have the team, solid team to support them. Second, I would rather, if the club is dying, be difficult to revive, we need to open it to community and make it a mixed club. Back to you.
Thank you. توست ماستر خالد إذا ممكن ناخذ أنفر ريزان لأن أوشكنا على أن نخلص، ياخذ تعليق وبعدين yeah, he's the last, then we'll take from others.
All right. One more question.
Hi, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
I can see the many leaders and from Samsuriya, Abdul Ghafoor, oh, everyone is here, mashallah. Thank you very much. Yesterday also I was there with you all. And one thing I was very less participant for this one. I don't know why. We should be increase the participant on like this kind of places. That is the first things. Second things, you are going through the YLP things. You started to asking the question from the who is the Toastmaster Turkey, right? Yeah. I wanted to say here, I'm in this country from the 1994. Okay, I am. It's more than 25 years, and from the Toastmaster from the 2005, and first Gavel Club. It's called as a Gavel Club in the Toastmaster International Record Night. It started from our club only. We introduced the first Gavel Club. It's the Serendip Gavel Club, 2006 May. Since that one, we grown up very well. After that, it's a popular, the number of the members increased. Then we cannot control with the one. Then we split into the two clubs. Now we have two clubs with us. One for the boys, one for the girls. It's near about 110 members in that. And total, we are going with that one. But to continue the YLP or Gavel Club, you should find the good leaders who can dedicate themselves to the club. If it is not, you all are going to fail that time, because many YLP clubs, they open and they close the club because nobody is there to continue, because it's not easy to continue the club. This is the one, and first of all, it's nice. But one thing I wanted to ask, one thing yesterday, today I saw everyone is that current division directors and all. Yesterday I have seen who is the candidates are there. All the candidates are participated in the events. That one, just I have the hiccup. It's not, we are not breaking the violation of the rules and regulation of the TMI.
Yesterday was past division directors. There's Abdurrahman Al-Attar, he's not a candidate. And we mentioned for all our guests that we have don't mention anything about the election. And Alhamdulillah, nothing will happen. We're sure that about this, there is no violation.
It should not.
Since we didn't talk about.
Want to know, just nothing else.
Yeah.
That's all. Thank you very much. That's all.
Appreciate your answer. Thank you.
All right. I would like to take only one last question because we don't have enough time. Anyone from the audience wants to ask a question?
Can we have share from Toastmaster Abdul Ghafoor, Disam Abdul Ghafoor?
Toastmaster Abdul Ghafoor.
Toastmaster ما خلناك ترجمين. Sorry.
Okay. Can I answer? Am I audible?
Yes. If you want to share anything.
Yeah. Just I will answer your question, Toastmaster Turkey, regarding the YLPs in Arabic. I mean, Saudi students. You had a question like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That one, what we can do is like the English clubs. We need to focus on a couple of things. One is we need to talk to the Toastmasters, Arabic Toastmasters, who can contact these institutions. Second one is like leaders, division Q director or corresponding area directors. We should be talking to the management of each school. Let them be involved. And it is not like just an ordinary program. We need to convince the management how this is going to be benefited for each and every student on a long run. So if we can convince the management, we tried the same thing in Indian International School a long time back, and we could reap at least 3-4 clubs, not in the school, but different areas in the compounds like that. So if you can talk to this management, it will really have benefits to have so many clubs, so many YLP programs conducted. Thank you.
Okay. I would like to add for this YLPs actually.
All right, Toastmaster Rao, but quickly, you have only 1 minute.
Yeah.
The time is over.
YLPs is required dedicated members, the Toastmasters, and at the same time, when you are going for an institute, you have to convince by demo. And then that time, if you need some help, definitely we will all there. And we are experienced since almost last 5 years, we are involving in the many youth leadership programs. And we can support you.
All right. Thank you a lot, Toastmaster Rao, for your participation. And eventually, I would like to thank our distinguished guests for tonight, DTM Siddiqui, or Zia Ar-Rahman Siddiqui, the Division F Director, DTM Venkat Ringamanar, Division J Director, Toastmaster Shamsuri bin Muhammad, Division N Director, and lastly, DTM Muhammad Ashik Nazir, Division O Director. For each of you, let's give 1 minute to close this meeting. Toastmaster DTM Siddiqui, do you want to give us anything?
Yes, Toastmaster Khalid. First of all, I would like to pay my gratitude and thanks to Toastmaster Turkey, Toastmaster Khalid yourself, and especially Toastmaster Amal Al Sadoun for being our interpreter. And a job very well done by Toastmaster Amal. Thank you very much. And I'm really honored and pleased to be part of this panel discussion. This is a very effective thing. Like, when we meet together and we surface the problems, when we bring the problems to the surface and we look into the solutions and we ask each other about the solutions, we definitely come up with so many good points which we can implement and improve our personalities, our clubs, our areas, and our divisions. So I once again thank you for conducting this panel discussion, and I hope that it will continue for future. And I would love to be the part of this kind of panel discussions every time. Thank you for having me here, Toastmaster Khalid and Toastmaster Turkey.
Thank you a lot, DTM Siddiqui, and let's move to DTM Ringamanar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Khalid.
No,
actually, to summarize, this was a wonderful experience, and we all had an opportunity to share our thoughts and our ideas and our perceptions. And I think it was very worthwhile discussing, because I never had the opportunity to discuss with Toastmaster Ziaur Rahman, who is our Division F Director, for not even more than 5 minutes. We have been conducting trainings together, but he is also coming very busy, and very busy. He's going out. Therefore, and the interesting thing is, Toastmaster Shamshuri has got a talent, Taekwondo he knows, because I didn't know such hidden talents are there with him. It was wonderful to know his biodata. No, therefore I think we can use his skills. Definitely, it was a wonderful opportunity to know, and even Toastmaster Ashik, how he was building his career in Toastmasters. It was wonderful to hear. I really enjoyed all the panel leaders' discussion and thoughts. I once again thank you, Toastmaster Khalid, for moderating it wonderfully. Toastmaster Shamshuri was about to start a debate, but you handled it very well. Because this is a panel discussion, this is not a debate. Anyhow, he should understand this and do a discussion. Thank you once again, Toastmaster Turkey, for wonderfully organizing this and bringing us together. I once again look forward to be in another event, a similar event very soon. Back to Toastmaster Khalid.
Thank you a lot, DTM Venkat Ringamanar. And now let's go to Toastmaster Division N Director, Shamsuri bin Muhammad.
All right. First of all, I would like to thank and really appreciate the three trio, Turki, Khalid, and Amal, for this wonderful job. I think all of them deserve a big round of applause. Please give them a bigger round of applause, guys. And really, really, an honor to be part of this meeting. And really, as Toastmaster Venkat said, this is a good opportunity to meet all of leaders, which I never experienced or never even sit together in this kind of platform for these long hours. And we learn, I'm personally learn a lot from the experience of great leaders or great division directors from other divisions. It's wonderful. And those DTM Venkat, it's not a debate. So sorry that I'm not meant to debate you, but that actually Toastmaster Khalid sent me that question. So I already prepared. So since I see there's no time to talk about it, so I just give the shot. So take it as you know, that is we always in Toastmasters have a different point of view, but take it as a, you know, as a friendly manner. But I really, guys, you three guys did a wonderful job, and I'm looking forward for your next meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you again for you, Toastmaster Shamsur bin Muhammad. And now let's go to DTM Muhammad Ashik Nazir, the Divisional Director.
Thank you, Toastmaster Khalid. This is wonderful opportunity. I appreciate Toastmaster Khalid and Toastmaster Turki, Division Q Director, for all the panel discussion. Today we learn from all a different angle of the sharing of their knowledge. It's a good learning experience. One thing I would like to state here is today we live in a world of uncertainty. The rules are changing, so as a leader, we have to manage this uncertainty situation. We cannot escape. There is no way of escape. So there is only way forward. We cannot turn back and go behind. So I would say we have to use our skill. It's a learning experience. We have to swim through this tide and hope and pray we'll come out of it. Everything as a leader, we have to swim. There is no way out. With that, I would say thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. Over to you, Toastmaster Khalid.
Thank you a lot, DTM Muhammad Nazir. And it's my honor to moderate this virtual meeting with 4 distinguished division directors, and the 5th one, which is Toastmaster Turki Al-Harith, the sponsor of this virtual meeting. A great thanks to Toastmaster Amal Sadoun for her supreme efforts in translating this meeting to Arabic language for the audience. Again, Ramadan Mubarak, and I hope everyone of you will be in safe and sound. Take care of yourself, and goodbye.
Thank you, Toastmaster Khalid. Really, first of all, I want to say it's my pleasure, it's my honor to be division director with the giant leaders like the division's director in this period. I know still there is 67 days. We have to do our job, our role very well in this really critical situation. We have to put something to build our legacy through this pandemic, this situation. I believe that we faced something no one faced before, and our challenge is different. It's same, but different level. I believe that this panel helped me as a division director and helped our division directors either. So what we have to do within the 67 days left, inshallah, we will support our district to be distinguished. We will not stop. And it's really my honor to hear from you. I saw what did you do before. I just always asking myself, how did they do it? How did they succeed? I really want to meet you, to learn from you, but we don't have time. Now we have the time, alhamdulillah. Thank you, really, the Toastmaster Zia Rahman, Toastmaster Shamsuri, Toastmaster Venkat, Toastmaster Muhammad Ashik for the great time that we have. And second thing that I want to say, really I'm grateful for all, and my appreciation, respect to our leaders, Toastmaster Khalid Araj, Toastmaster Amal. Yes, from this panel discussion, we have two targets. First, our first goal, that we want to meet many leaders to learn from them. Second, give our members in Division Q a chance to moderate and help in our panel discussion. Since now, when did we start? I think 14th March or before the 10th, I think like that. Each panel has a new one who moderate the panels, and our members believe now they can do more. So thank you, Toastmaster Khalid, you did a great job. Toastmaster Amal, you did a great job. And really, thank you for attendance. We are sorry we don't have that much attendance, but inshallah, this panel is recorded. We will upload it. We'll share it, inshallah, with all. Let's continue our journey and success. We'll success with you, my leaders. Appreciate you again. I'm grateful for all our attendees. See you later and stay safe. Ramadan Kareem.
Thank you. Ramadan Kareem.
Ramadan Mubarak to everybody.
Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Mubarak.
Now we stopped recording. If anyone wants to share anything, it's okay.